welcome back, everybody. It's another episode of the Midnight Toker with your host, Big Mula. And I'm gonna do something quick and dirty this time. Just a little quick wrap up, top 10 list kind of a thing of my favorite Christmas movies. Now, this was actually a video that I was gonna do on YouTube like maybe a year ago. But that never materialized until Christmas went, and so that list kind of just stayed here. Now, I am pretty sure that I am lacking a few, and I'm actually also pretty sure that this is more than 10. But these are some of my favorite Christmas movies, and if you're looking for different Christmas movies to watch right now, then maybe I got a few on this list that you may not have thought of or may not even have seen. So, I'm just gonna go over the list, talk a little bit about the movie, and just take it from there. Put this mic a little closer. And this is in no particular order. There is no rhyme, sense, or reason to this. Yeah, we'll just start off with number 10, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Now, if you know the other vacation movies, then you know what this is. This is the continuing adventures of Clark Griswold and his family. It's about the Christmas celebration. They're going to have it at home. They've invited the whole family, and hijinks ensue, as they say. A really, really, really funny comedy with a lot of great actors, great personalities, great gags, and just drips of Christmas spirit. So, don't really want to say too much about it, just go out and watch it. Sorry. Next one would be my generation's from I'm born 1985, but if you're born during the 80s, then this is probably one of your Christmas specials. Home Alone 1 and 2. Now, I don't care, I've heard a lot of people these past few years, a lot of reviewers, a lot of snooty people talking about how the second movie is just a carbon copy of the first. So what? This was a movie made for 8-year-olds. And when I was 8, I didn't give a fuck that the movies were similar. I loved them because they were similar. The little differences are the things that stick out, but the Christmassy spirit of these two movies just does it for me. This is probably the Christmas movie I watched the most in my life, at least the first one. But the second one is close, too. I have many favorite scenes from the second one. What is there to say about Home Alone? It was Macaulay Culkin's breakthrough. The whole family dynamic really works. The music by John Williams, the Christmas score in the background. It's just one of the most complete Christmas experiences. And as a kid, just to watch that and dream about getting to be on your own yourself, and then sort of getting to realize that maybe it's not as fun as you thought it was in your head. I really like those movies, and at least here in Norway, both of them are shown on TV regularly during Christmas. The third, fourth, and I think there's actually a fifth, I have never seen. I will never see them. If you saw them, then you are a stupid person. If you like the first two. If you didn't care for the first two, then you can do the rest with them. But if you were one of those from my generations who loved the first two, and you gave your support to either 3, 4, and 5, then I want nothing to do with you. Because that's just dumb. Those movies, Jesus Christ, the closest thing I've come to C3 is the fucking Nostalgia Critic review, and that was too damn much. So, moving on to a bit more current stuff. Next one on the list, a very a isn't it a very Harold and Kumar Christmas in 3D, if you have the possibility. Now, this is the third in the Harold and Kumar trilogy. Harold and Kumar goes to White Castle, Harold and Kumar goes to Guantanamo Bay, and now have a very Harold and Kumar Christmas, which is actually one of the better Christmas movies of the past 20 years. If you are of my generation, of the 80s, then you will love A Very Harold and Kumar Christmas. It's basically stuffed to the brim with all the things that made our generation's Christmas movies great. All from claymation to the Home Alone type songs and score, the raunchy humor. Of course, there are some stoner jokes there for us stoners, but actually very few of them in Harold and Kumar Christmas. You get Santa, you get NPH and A Christmas Show. What else do you get? You get a waffle robot, Russian mafia. Just a whole bunch of stuff. If you were one of us that really has enjoyed the Harold and Kumar movies, then this won't fail you. And if you haven't seen any of them, then this might actually be a good jumping on point if you're not into stoner movies. Danny Trejo as Harold's father-in-law is pretty damn awesome. He's worth it just for that. So yeah, like I said, this is going to be quick and rough and ruthless. I actually got people on the way now, so got to be quick about this. Next up on our Christmas list is not a movie, but a Christmas special. The Charlie Brown Christmas? It's a Charlie Brown Christmas? Isn't that what it's called? Yeah, I think so. I didn't write the right title in, but yeah, the Charlie Brown Christmas. What is there to say about it? Not much. It's charming animation. It's charming music. It has this realistic vibe over it that kind of, at least from my point of view, is sort of how life feels. I'm sort of a Charlie Brown, but I like the simplicity of it. I always did like that about the Peanuts. And yeah, like I said, the music is great. The story is simple, but very much of a day of a child during Christmas. You know, wondering about the holiday itself, Christmas trees, presents, doing a school play. This is stuff we all did when we were kids during Christmas. So yeah, the Charlie Brown Christmas it's not old yet, and it's never going to be old. So if you haven't seen it, give it a watch. If you have seen it, watch it again. It's great. Next, comedy. Actually, this is probably the least classic of the ones I have on my list. And this is a movie called Just Friends from about 2004 or something, I think, which stars Ryan Reynolds, who you will know from Wolverine X-Men Origins, or Blade Trinity. You know, those movies that people love. I do. Not Wolverine, but Trinity. And it also stars Amy Smart and, oh my God, how can I be blanking on her name? Cindy from Scary Movie. Yeah, Cindy from Scary Movie. I don't have time for this. And it's basically the story about this guy who used to be a fat loser, basically. Not that all fat people are losers. That's just how it's portrayed in this movie. Who runs away because he fails getting the girl that he wants, who is in the friend zone with she's his best friend, and he wants to get the relationship going. he runs off to LA, becomes a big, successful marketing type dude. And no, he's a artist manager, a music manager. And on his way to bringing Cindy from Scary Movie to a concert somewhere, they have to land, and then he has to emergency land, and then he have to go home for a couple of days. The first couple of days since he left, which is like 10 years ago or something. And it's basically about his return, and he's young, and he's thin and pretty, and but still a geek at heart. So he tries to get the girl, but it doesn't really work out. But I really hate. I don't hate romantic comedies, but I hate those kind of romantic comedies usually, where it's all about the misunderstandings and the talking about the misinterpretation and stuff that could be solved with a simple conversation and stuff like that. But this movie, even though it has that, it's also filled with a lot of slapstick, and it's really, really good, funny slapstick. Like the guy trying to impress his hockey skills and gets his ass beat by several kids, and that's kind of funny because he gets beat to shit, and the ambulance have to get there, and the girl is the kid's teacher, and they're just watching and having fun with all this. Then his old rival for the girl comes and is the ambulance driver who is gonna help him. Now this is embarrassing enough. They pull him up this hill from the ice rink up to the ambulance, and just when they're about to get him into the car, it slips, and he goes flying down this hill, goes on a jump up in the air, and just flips around and goes face first down on ice again. And just stuff like that I really, really like. That's a good physical comedy. So I don't want to spoil the movie for you, but there is a lot of good performances in it. It has a good sense of Christmas spirit over it. If you have a brother, if you have any sort of connection to anything of what I just said, then you will probably find something to like about this movie. So if you haven't seen it, go watch it if you're looking for something new and a little bit different. Again, coming up on my list, this is a personal Christmas classic. The one, the only, there's not really much to talk about, Gremlins movies. Gremlins 1 and 2. Now, this picture, the first one, scared me to death the first time I saw it. I'm not kidding. It scared the shit out of me. It fucked me up. I couldn't sleep for weeks. My mom or dad had to follow me to the bathroom every fucking night for weeks after this. I was 8 when I watched it the first time. And I love the movie for it. You know a movie does something right when it fucks with you on that level. Later on, of course, I figured out that there is not that much scary to it. And it's just a wonderful, wonderful, fun Christmas movie. One of Steven Spielberg's best that he didn't do anything direct with. He just put up the dough. You know what? I don't really want to spoil this. If you actually haven't watched Gremlins ever, then please do yourself a favor and watch it this Christmas. After that, you can watch Gremlins 2, but that's a completely different movie. That takes the concept more into comedy areas on purpose. It makes a bit fun of itself. It's more aware of itself. So, you know what? I'm not going to say too much about Gremlins. Just go watch it. The music is great. The acting is great. The town looks awesome. The puppets look awesome. The dog is awesome. The parents are awesome. Just watch the movie. Coming up on the top 10 favorite Christmas movies is Bad Santa. Now, Bad Santa is actually a movie I haven't seen in a few years, but we all remember it as a good, fun, dark Christmas movie. Got the girl from Gilmore Girls there, or not the girl, but the mother. Uh, yeah, it's just a fun black comedy that I'm actually gonna watch again in maybe today or tomorrow because I haven't seen it in a very long time. Billy Bob Thornton being badass in it, and if I'm not mistaken, it's one of John Ritter and Bernie Mac's final roles. So for that, you check it out. Check it out. And then we got Muppet Christmas Carol. Now, after I wrote this list, I sort of had got to the point where I watched all of Doctor Who, so I will actually make this a two-parter. You can watch a three. I'm going to make it a three. You can watch a Muppet Christmas Carol, which is great, funny, charming, has Michael Caine, very, very good jokes, a very good twist on the story. You can watch the Disney animated version of A Christmas Carol with Scrooge as Ebenezer Scrooge, which is also very good. A short, put together version of the story with a lot of heart, with a lot more reality to it than you would think a Disney animation would. Mickey's story is kind of heartbreaking in that story. And third, the Doctor Who 2000 and that would be probably the 2011 Christmas special, A Christmas Carol. Now, all of these are variations on the same story, and these are my three favorites. I don't really want to talk too much about Christmas Story because Christmas Story. If not a Christmas Story, a Christmas Carol. Sorry. But you all know A Christmas Carol, and that's just my three personal variants of them. There are so many versions of that story that I can't really be the one to tell you that this is definitely a good one. So those three are my favorite, and if you want to check one of those out, I really recommend it. The Doctor Who one, you really do not have to watch the show or be into the show at all to watch that one. That is a stand-alone episode, which is a very good Christmas episode. So I would recommend to watch it. If you've been scared to check out Doctor Who, make that your first and maybe only attempt. At least you won't hate it. I'm pretty sure you won't hate it. It has some fantastical elements to it. It has some great music, and it has flying fish, and I won't say more than that. And to top off this list, which I tried to do last year but totally forgot somehow, is How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And I am not talking about the Jim Carrey version. No, I'm talking about the old school animated, I forgot the studio, but old animated version of The Grinch, with Boris Karloff as the narrator. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. That one. Again, not too much to say about it. It's a short and great classic, telling the story of the Jim Carrey Grinch in 20 minutes instead of one and a half hours. And that's pretty much it. It's about the Grinch who goes to steal Christmas from the Who's or whatever, and ends up with a heart 3 times bigger and learning the meaning of Christmas. It's classic, it's enjoyable, and it's just what you want during Christmas. So, that completes my list. I hope I at least reminded you about some movies that you haven't thought of in a while. and giving maybe some of you inspiration for movies to watch. I said it was going to be fast, furious, short, and sweet, so we're just going to leave it off there. I want to wish all my listeners a very, very happy Merry Christmas, holiday, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you're celebrating, make it a good one. Like I said, I'm on the other pods I did a few days ago. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna try to get stuff recorded during Christmas, but it will get harder. So I'll just see how it goes. I got a window now, so I did something fast. Thank you all for listening. This has been another episode of the Midnight Toker. I am your host, Big Mula. Follow me on Twitter, Mula85. On YouTube at youtube.com/MullahOslo, and on Spreaker if you want to do that. Now, I'm going to leave you off with some music as usual, and I'm going to go with a piece that's been running through my mind a lot this past few weeks, so I'm going to make it go through your minds too. So, bring on the White Christmas. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where those treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow, the snow. So then I am dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days, may your days, may your days be merry and bright. Christmases be white. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and the children listen to hear I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May those days, may your days, may your days be merry and bright. And may all your Christmases